was crazy.
Yeah, absolute cinema episode.
Yeah, that was,
And you can't forget about the Sid the Squid episode.
the what?
It was like where they thought where they thought that one guy killed Batman, and they started calling him Sid the Squid.
I love episodes that don't follow Batman. Like, they're unique. Yeah, so this guy got in on this job as a lookout, and the people who like hired him in, their plan was to just have him around so Batman can beat up some random dude while they finish their thing. And sure enough, this dude's on a rooftop, Batman shows up, starts trying to beat his ass, but this he's not trying to fight back, but he's fighting back on accident. And it gets to a point where Batman falls off the rooftop, and there's this big like gas container, and it explodes. And the dude's like, "Oh my god, I just killed Batman!" And everyone's like, "Oh my god, he just killed Batman!" So the episode, it starts off with him talking to what's his name? It's not Maroney. Thorne. He's talking to Rupert Thorne, and he's like asking him for protection, and he's like sharing his side of the story. And he's like, "Yeah, I accidentally killed Batman," and then a little bit after that, Joker picks me up, and I'm fucking Joker takes this guy, robs a bank, is in the bank waiting for Batman to show up. Batman doesn't come, and he gets all depressed, right? Another instance of him being abusive to Harley. Harley's all decked out in jewelry, and he's like, "Ha ha ha, look at me, I'm sparkly." And Joker's like, "Put it back, Harley." He's like, "Ha, you're so funny." And then he like throws her on the ground. He's like, "I put it back." They go back to Joker's hideout. There's another two-parter, and it covered Dick's origin story. But how is formatted? It starts with this patrol, not really patrol, but there's like this drug run, and Bruce and Robin are interrogating this guy, and as soon as the guy drops a name, Batman's like, "All right, Dick, go home." And he's like, "What do you mean go home? We're doing a thing." He's like, "Nope, not you, not this time. Go home." And Dick's like, "What the fuck, bro? Like, that shit used to work when I was like in 6th grade, but like, I'm sticking with you." And he's like, "Nope, go home." So he goes on, Batman goes off, and fucking Dick looks up the name on the back computer, and it turns out it's another alias of Tony Zuko, the guy who killed Dick's parents. So like Dick like goes on a fucking rampage. He's like, "How dare he like try to take this away from me? I need to be on this case." And Dick starts tracking the Batmobile. Bruce notices, and he's like, he calls him up. He's like, "Dick, I told you to stay home." Turns off the tracker. Dick's like, "Fuck, I guess I'll do this old-fashioned way." Well, anyways, long story short, it cuts both back to past and present. Between like after the incident, Batman looking for Zuko, him getting away and shit. Fucking Dick, when he was like 11, went out, found Zuko. Batman showed up, Zuko got away again. Like, this guy's been so slippery. And, it cuts to... Batman figures out where Zuko is. He's in, like, this abandoned amusement park. And so is Robin. Like, Robin's also on the way, but, like, he's way behind. Fucking... This dude, Tony Zuko, is so fucking paranoid. I love the way they drew him. This dude looked like he was, like, gonna pass out, like, the whole time he was on the screen. He was so fucking bad. Fucking gets so paranoid. He's in a room with, like, 3 goons, and they're, like, playing poker or whatever. And they hear something in the attic, like, on the roof. And he was like, "You hear that? Oh my god." And his goons are like, "Probably rats?" He's like, what? I was like, "Yeah, rats." Picks up a Tommy gun, wastes the whole clip into the ceiling. Fuck you. Like, it's a whole, like, 20 to 30 second of just him spraying the ceiling. Batman falls out of the ceiling, wounded. He got clipped in the leg. And this dude is like, "Oh my god." Well, anyways, Bruce, he, like, fights them off. He gets away, or he's limping, and like, there's this whole, like, Bruce is trying to get away, like, he's dodging, weaving bullets. He's beating them up one by one, and it gets to the point to where it's just Zuko left, and, like, fucking Robin comes out of fucking nowhere on his bike, grabs Zuko by the collar, like, so on his motorcycle, dragging him on the ground onto the pier, and throws him, does the Akira slide. Fucking, this dude is so mad. He doesn't start, like, kicking his ass. He doesn't start wailing on him. Like, he's so mad, he didn't know what to do, so he just starts throwing him. like 4 different times. Dude, like, stomps to him, picks him up by the, like, the shirt, by the shoulders, and just tosses him, like, 4 fucking times. Fucking Batman's limping to them. Robin has him over the side of the pier. He was like threatening to drop him. He's like, "Yeah, I've waited so fucking long for this." Meanwhile, she goes like, "What the fuck's happening?" Batman gets to him and he's like, "Come on, man, like, leave it to the cops." And they comes to his senses. And at the end, it was really heartfelt. At the end, Dick was like, I understand why you didn't want me to come. Like, I'm too emotionally attached. You didn't want me to, like, cross the line or whatever." And Bruce is like, "No, that wasn't it." He was like, "No, that wasn't it at all." And she's like, Zuko has taken so much away from you, and in turn taken so much away from me, like, your happiness and whatnot. I was scared he was gonna take you too." I was like, wow, that's really heavy. Like, holy shit. Like, the writing in the show is fucking awesome. There's this episode called Almost Got Him. And it's Penguin, Two-Face, Joker, Ivy, and Killer Croc playing poker. And they're sharing how they almost got Batman. And fucking everyone's story is, like, part of the episode, right? Like, it's all animated, they go through it in detail. Okay, looks at Killer Croc, and Killer Croc's like, "I threw a rock at him. It missed."
Oh, I remember that one.
And they're like, "Anyway, Harvey Like, it was a really big rock. Also, origin story of the giant penny, that episode. Two-Face was gonna crush Batman in a giant penny, and Ivy was like, well, anyway, what happened to the penny? It's like, they let him keep it. Well, anyways, it turns out at the end, after everyone shares their stories, the Batman was undercover, dressed up as Killer Croc, and everyone else in the room were cops. Yeah, it was pretty funny. The Christmas special. It was a Joker episode. Iconic. At the beginning of the episode, Joker breaks out of Arkham. Literally, like, apparently in Arkham Asylum, they have a community Christmas tree. And Joker gets on the tall-ass ladder to put on the tree topper, but instead of putting on the tree topper, he, like, latches onto the tree. Turns out the tree's a fucking rocket. Launches him out of the asylum while he's singing Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, Robin Laid Night. Stupid, dude. Like, the whole time, the beginning of the episode with Batman and Robin, Robin was like, dude, it's Christmas, no one's doing anything, let's just go home and watch this movie.